got a bust ups right here.
Let's dip it in that. G'day, I'm Mark from Salsa Fishing Me, and here we are again off on another early morning. And this morning we're going to test out the Squidtrex lure. Now, I'm no expert on lures, but we're going to see how a Squidtrex lure goes on a novice or beginner fisherman. They say you can catch fish, anyone can catch fish with this lure, so can we catch fish with it? Let's get out there. Let's get out there. Well, we got out here and now we're at the 70-meter line looking for pearlies. We had a great time out here catching pearlies not so long ago, but we pulled up like 1,000 little pearlies and not one that was the right size. It took us about an hour and a half from the boat ramp to get out here, maybe a tad longer, so it's a fair way out. And if you have a look, like Cape Morton is over there. So it's a long way out to sea, especially for a beginner. We're going to sound around, see if we can find a pearly spot or some activity, and then we'll drop some of these Squidtrexes down, and also some normal bait, some liveys that are deadies because we caught them last trip and we took them home and packaged them up. And anyway, we'll just see how we go. We're on! Things have gotten a fair bit worse. I mean, the forecast, we were very careful, and obviously a lot of other guys have come out too. The boat ramp packed and there's a lot of boats out here, but it's looked too rough for us. We couldn't find any pearlies. We decided to turn back and go back into the bay where it's nice and sheltered. In the meantime, I put a lure out just to troll a bit because we've got to go slow anyway because it's so rough. And lo and behold, we caught a tuna. I don't know what type of tuna it is just yet, but well, we'll find out when we get back home, and if it's no good, we'll use it for bait. But we've got a feeling that it'll be good sushi. But at least we got some return for being out there and suffering all this lumpy stuff. Jumping out of the water right here.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a bust ups right here. And we're gonna troll through it and see if we get lucky. Come on, bust ups. Oh well, that didn't work.
That didn't work. Well, we had no luck at the artificial reef, which is behind me here at Cowan. So we went over to a marker and we caught some liveys, just relaxing until the change of the tide, and then we'll go back to the artificial reef for one last effort to see if we can find any fish. We haven't even had a real bite today, except for, of course, the tuna. But apart from that, we've tried hard. There's plenty of fish around, there's plenty of action, there's plenty of bait, there's tuna jumping and mackerel jumping and chasing bait fish, but we just can't get hold of them. But anyway, we'll give it one last shot before we go back. James got a little squire.
3 centimetres.
Yeah, he's close. But yeah, not for today, but at least you've got something.
Chuck 'em back.
Yeah. Ooh, bang. Well, there you go, at least we got something.
Must be a whole school of them.
Yeah, probably a school of them. It's taken a while, all day, to get a bite. Yeah, finally we've caught a squire.
Well, the change in the tide really helped.
It did.
The incoming tide just gave it a bit of a slack.
Yeah.
And made it possible for our baits to get down straight.
Yeah. No real luck at the artificial reef at Cowan, so we're on the way back home, but we thought we would stop at a pylon or a marker just to see if we could get any luck. There's some good marks on the sounder.
That being, that's probably the smaller ones there.
Yeah.
We've seen some bigger ones there.
We've seen some bigger ones as well as we sounded around, but we put a livey down. Nothing much happening. It's like this is how it's been all day, but we still got a tuna in the bag. That's definitely worth the trip.
Well, trip wasn't a great success, but we did catch that tuna. But we also got some nice bait that we can use for the next trip. There you go.
There we go. Put them in a slurry. Okay, so we stayed at that marker for a bit and it wasn't too bad. There was a bit of action there, but we still couldn't hook up. We got bitten off. What can you do? We didn't get that on camera. So we're on the way back home, go back to the boat ramp. We've got one tuna, hey James. I would say the day's a success.
Yeah.
We did everything right. We were just talking about it. We did everything right. Well, we think so. So we can't beat ourselves up. It's just that the fish weren't biting today. There are a lot of boats out there, and that's how it is sometimes. All right, see you back there. Not bad. Look at this side. That's where the lure caught him. He must have missed it and it's hit the side. And I think a lot of the fish bled on the way back in, but it still put up a great fight. Actually quite heavy. Should give it away, shouldn't I? I mean, not give it away, like give it away to someone. I mean, give it away. Well, I would give it away, but unfortunately I can't find my scales.
Just getting rid of the bloodline. You can see there's dark pieces of flesh. It's not very nice. And we can always tidy these up later. Not that I'm an expert at filleting fish, I'm not. Get as much off as I can that I missed. Like that. Look, I'm not teaching you how to fillet a fish. I'm no expert at it, and this is probably the only second tuna ever that I've tried to fillet, and I'm learning. So you're just seeing a demonstration of how I do it and how I'm trying to learn, not how to do it, if you know what I mean. There are plenty of other good guys out there that can fillet fish, but that's just the way I do it. The rest of this will go in the garden for fertilizer, and some of this here will go to the pets. So I'm just feeling through, making sure there's no bones in it. We'll probably double check it before we give it to the cat. Okay, there you go, that's what the kitty cat gets. Wonderful sashimi. This is top grade cat food. And there's ours. Pretty happy with that. So the name Skipjack, Luke, why is it called Skipjack?
Because Jack has to skip it. It's not very good.
Yeah, that's good. Although you are eating it because you're starving.
I'm starving, yeah.
And so he's having a good crack at it.
It's not too bad with sauce.
Not too bad with sauce, you reckon?
Yeah.
Especially with the soy sauce.
Yeah.
I've made two types. I've made soy sauce, and also this little chili dip with it's a rice vinegar with some salt and sugar and chili. Makes a really nice condiment, and probably goes well with a strong fish like this. Look, I'll give it another go. There, let's dip it in that. We've got a bit of a chili hit to this.
Those thinner pieces might be better to have than those larger portions. Wow. That's pretty good.
Actually, that goes.
Pretty good, yeah.
That sauce there, the chili, goes extra good with that.
It's pretty
It
good,
cuts through that
Yeah.
that fat, and that you don't like chili very often.
No,
but
it's
it
pretty good.
goes well with that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The cat loves it.
No, he loves everything.
Absolutely loves tuna. You want a piece of that? So that's the verdict. Not a good table fish. And this will go to the chickens. And this, we'll try using this as bait. Well, I was pretty happy with the filleting job, but what do you think? Feel free to offer advice in the comment section below, but don't tear me to pieces. You know, I'm just still learning all this stuff, but I'm rapt that I just got the chance to fillet a tuna such as that. Some people don't like sashimi, you know, raw fish and all that, and yeah, I kind of get it because it's raw and it's kind of a bit funny, and most people are used to eating cooked things. However, sashimi is such a delight. It's such a gourmet delight to eat, and it's expensive. And to have something so gourmet and catch it out in the bay and bring it home and then make it yourself, you know, well, not make it, but you know what I mean, by preparing it and that yourself, it really is beyond good food. It's the whole experience and lifestyle together, and we'll be using things from our backyard like chilies and herbs and spices to be able to supplement and enhance, not that you need much, to enhance that beautiful fish food, that fish flavor, you know, that sashimi at its highest level. And we caught it. That's one of the things that I love so much about fishing. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was we didn't catch anything on those Squidtrex, and I don't think it was that. I think it was more like the conditions, because they weren't biting on bait or anything at that stage, and it was too rough out there. We couldn't find many fish anywhere, so we'll give the Squidtrex a go at another time. And remember, it's not sponsored, but hey Nomad, if you want to give me a call or send me an email, go for it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed getting out there. If you did, make sure you give it a big fishy thumbs up, and comment in the comment section, ask questions if you want. James and I'll be happy to answer them, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, of course. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now. Cheers.